Hello, everybody. It's Katie from Southern Life, and with me is
Jose Rodriguez. Welcome to Southern Life, on the channel where Jose and Katie travel across America, showing you places. Notice how instead of having propane tanks on the outside, they have like firewood. I'm gonna give you guys a ride through one of the best rural places in Alabama. So I've had a lot of people tell me they want to live in Alabama, but they want to live in a rural area that's not too rural, if you know what I mean. So this area is just outside of Huntsville. It's practically off of 431. It's an area called Big Cove, and it is the best rural part of Alabama you can live in. So if you want to live in a rural part of Alabama but not have to get checked in by, not have to have locals and get to know you too much, this is a good area. It's right outside of Huntsville.
you gotta go to the...
Now, I've had a lot of people, I know where I'm going. You don't have to tell me where I'm going, bro. I know what I'm doing. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I don't need your opinion, okay? It's like every time you go to Huntsville, you immediately turn into a snob. You see all the other snobby people, and next thing you know, you're just like them. I know what I'm doing. So, with Huntsville, guys, if you want to be, in a rural area of Alabama, but you don't want to deal with rural Alabama, you want to live in Alabama. I've had people that tell me, because of health reasons, they want to live in Alabama because they gotta get out. They gotta get out of a really cold state, and they want to be in the South. And they're thinking about Alabama, but they don't want to end up like in, rural Alabama. This is a great option. This is a great option if you want to be in rural Alabama. Now, anywhere around Huntsville is good. On the south side of Huntsville is where we are now. Like I said, this particular area is called Big Cove. If you end up on the south side of Huntsville, you're good. If you end up on the west side, like where Madison is, or on the north side, it's beautiful too. So if you want to end up in a rural part of Alabama, that's good. This is probably the best. I've had a lot of people, just so many people that say, I want to live in Alabama in a rural area, but I don't want to end up in a rural area that's like all backwards and crap. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants that. You want to be in Alabama, but you don't want to end up in a backwards part of Alabama. And this is a great option. Now everywhere in is called Big Cove, and it's kind of like rural and suburban. And I think it's one of the best rural areas in Alabama. There's definitely some parts of rural Alabama that are horrendous places to live. This is not it. But there's definitely really, really bad parts of rural Alabama. And there's no warnings, and you move to a rural area. It's not like in a city where you can look up crime rates and this and that. Rural places can be horrendous, and you'll never know unless you actually live there. You drive to a rural place, and it might not look like much, but it could be a horrible place to live. The notion that people have, there's a lot of people spreading this ideology that, oh, if you're tired of big cities, just move to the woods. Yeah, we did that, and let me tell you, we dealt with more crap in the middle of the woods than you will in the city, so that's garbage. It doesn't come the way you think it would come. It comes in different ways. So, yeah, there's good rural parts of Alabama. We're going to drive through that today. Let's get out of these parking lots and just get on 431 heading south towards Guntersville. And I'll show you guys what I think is one of the best parts of Alabama. Is there a way you can drive through there? I guess you can go around the back. All right, I'm going around the back. So that's a possibility. You can definitely find a good rural part of Alabama. Are there any other rural parts of Alabama that you think are good, Kenny? Rural but nice, and like no BS type of places. No, like, the thing about this area here is that you're almost in Tennessee, so you get snow here. You'll get snow here. It's not a snow-free area. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll get snow here. No, it's nothing like Ohio. It's nothing like Michigan. But, so a lot of people, they're getting advanced in age and they want to live in a rural place. They might have a few animals and they want to live somewhere rural, but it's not backwards. Totally get it, Get me back on 431 though.
Okay.
Does this light up there? Take me up there?
You're almost
As you can see, new houses, so it's kind of like suburban, rural. You know, Huntsville's a fast-growing area, so there's gonna be suburbs stretching all through here.
Turn right on Taylor.
Right? We're in Big Cove. We're kind of like in a suburban area.
And it'll get you back on where you need to go. Left on Taylor.
Oh, left. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I was like, huh. Well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I was like, huh. That makes no sense because I'm seeing 431 right there on the left. I'm like, turn right. I mean, that doesn't quite check out.
Oh, right turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is kind of suburban and it's kind of rural, and it turns more rural as you head away from the suburban areas. So just hang on in for the video and you'll see more of it. Still kind of just leaving the suburban parts here. Views are gorgeous. I mean, these houses here, they got a beautiful view. What's it beeping at?
It's beeping at you for dipping.
Oh, what? Does it want me driving off the road?
Yeah.
So this little area here is called Big Cove, and it's a great little area. In fact, some of our subscribers live out here. Just a great little area of Alabama. Mountain views all the way around, 360 mountain views. This is Silicon Valley down here. Beautiful views, mountain views. Like, these houses all have mountain backdrops. Beautiful, beautiful area. So I would definitely say on the outskirts, you know, on the south or the east side of Huntsville, or the north side of Huntsville, if you want to end up in a rural area of Alabama that's not backwards. It's beautiful. And we're still in a suburban area here, but it'll turn rural up ahead.
Is Gunter still nice?
Gunter's okay. They didn't even have a new hotel last time we were there.
And now it does.
Now it does. So yeah, it's catching up. We're about 30 minutes from Guntersville here.
Continue for 2 miles.
Take that 2 miles down there. So yeah, is there any other area of rural Alabama, Kay, that you would actually recommend to people? Where you can actually like get land and like have farms and stuff? I guess it's somewhere along the southern part of Alabama because you're close to Florida beaches, but I couldn't be specific. Maybe outside of Dauphin, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure. Like Heartland's really, Heartland near Dauphin's really nice. On the outskirts of Dauphin, I guess.
Yeah.
And I said I guess. I'm not even 100% sure of that one. Just like I guess. I don't know. Defuniak Springs in Florida is kind of a nice area.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like these rural areas down here, they're actually kind of rough. Once you get like further south, the rural areas are pretty rough.
Yeah.
Pike Road outside of Montgomery is not bad, but who the crap would recommend Montgomery to somebody? You know, you have to be crazy.
I know.
It's pretty on the outside of Montgomery, on the east side of Montgomery around Pike Road, but I would never recommend it. I couldn't recommend that to somebody.
Put dress and a lipstick on a pig and it's
still
so
a
big.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Unfortunately, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it though. It looks
They
nice.
also have a grocery store in this area called the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah. See, they're still building. Like these used to all be like farms and stuff, and they're all little by little. They're turning it all into new communities.
Yep.
Right around here, you kind of enter the farmland now. This reminds me of Chattanooga. Chattanooga is a good option too for that type of thing. Somewhere around Chattanooga, on the east side of Chattanooga.
I would move to Chattanooga.
I would too. I wouldn't have said that 10 years ago.
No.
Or 12, but today I guess it's possible.
Probably not even
I just don't
5.
get the yeah, and I don't get the cost of housing is so ridiculous in Chattanooga.
Because it's one of those like up and coming hipster cities
Yeah.
that usually fail after a while.
Yeah, true that. This is gorgeous out here. So yes, if you're still thinking about Alabama, this is definitely the best part of Alabama. I mean, especially if you're going for rural parts, this has nothing to do with the southern region of the state. It's a whole different environment up here. And I have so many people that want me to move back to Alabama. Like, you wouldn't believe how many people have told me that they want to move back to Alabama. They want me to move back to Alabama, give Alabama another try. But my friends, when I lived, I don't know if I could do that again. And when we had to flee Alabama, nobody really protected us or nothing.
Said anything then.
Nobody said anything then. Like, we had to like tough it out, you know. Scariest experience of my life, really. So like I don't even think like in fact when we moved back to Florida, I told Katie I don't even want to live in Florida. I want to live in Miami. I want to be surrounded by my own people. I don't want to ever deal with this situation again, you know. And like it was traumatizing, you know.
Turn left to stay
and
on
I'm definitely over it. Like I'm definitely over it. Turn left here.
Yeah, turn left to stay on Big Cove.
This looks a lot like Chattanooga.
Yeah,
And you're not far from Chattanooga here.
We got really nice houses out here.
Yeah. But Chattanooga, they didn't do horrible, but they didn't do bad either. They did okay.
D.R. Horton is the home builder.
They're getting sued.
Yeah.
They're getting sued for bad quality. They're all a bunch of crooks. Why sue one of them? You're gonna sue one of them, sue them all.
Yeah. You can only sue who works for you.
I'd sue them and I don't even know who they are. I just won't sue them.
Yeah, that's why there's laws in place that say who you can sue and who you can't.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid hitting a vulture, so you shut up. But anyways, yeah, I mean, if you want to live in rural Alabama, this region up here by Huntsville is not bad. And if you head southwest, like towards Hartselle, it deteriorates quickly back to Alabama. I think, you know, around Scottsboro, right? The little town that's north of here. I think this is extreme, and I have one of my subscribers who reached out to me, and they're like, I live in Scottsboro, Jose, and I want you to know we're not like that at all. You have to understand the Tennessee River separates the nice part of Alabama from like, when you get past this Tennessee River, it's a whole nother beast, I think.
Yeah.
Even Decatur, which is on the south side of the Tennessee River, had a lot of Spanish people.
In half a mile, turn right onto
And then by the time you get to like Russellville, way on the northwest corner, that's a whole different. I didn't like that at all. Russellville is just a sad town.
Yeah.
But there's a little town called Piedmont. If you really want to live in a small town in the middle of nowhere. A little town called Piedmont up here. I don't think we'll have left or right.
Right.
Left or right?
Right.
Left or right?
Go to the right.
Left or right? Left or right?
Right.
Left or right?
I've told you 10 times, right?
In a quarter
I gotta go
turn
right.
left onto Wilson Man Road.
Little town called Piedmont. If you really want to, but I'm talking like this is a small town. So I'd say up here somewhere, you might have better luck than in other parts of the state. I can't even think about another part of the state I would recommend like that. Maybe around Chelsea, but traffic around Birmingham is so bad that I don't even think it's worth it. You know, a lot of people are moving to Alabama. Colombians, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, and people from up north just can't do the weather anymore. And they're not being left right here.
Left.
They're not receiving a southern hospitality reception. This is like really country. Look at this little tractor and stuff. What is it, like a little
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 431
that's cool,
South.
man. But yeah, they're just not being received hospitably, you know. It's a shame that it's like that. But I want you guys to know, whether you're Spanish or from up north, if you're moving to Alabama for affordability and weather and all that, you know, you need to just be aware that it's not going to be a smooth ride. There's going to be people who are not going to welcome you. And it's not just, I used to think, well, what's the big deal if you don't like me, right? Yeah, you don't like me, what's the big deal, right? it's not like that. It's like they'll
Turn right onto US 431 South.
they'll make your life miserable on so many levels. Not only miserable, they'll make your life dangerous. They'll make your life dangerous, and they'll put
Continue
you
on
in
US
some.
431 South for 23 miles.
Nothing like having a police officer let you know. Oh, is that a Chevy truck?
Keep driving.
It's cheaper than mine. I just want to look at it. You know how hard it is to find those trucks in Florida?
I know.
I just want to look at it.
Is it?
What? I just want to look at it. The police car has like a squat army Hummer. What's wrong, baby? So yeah, it's not just like, oh, you don't like me, big deal, right? No, it's not. I don't like you. It's I'm gonna make your life miserable and dangerous and scary. How's that? I'm gonna make your life scary and miserable, and intimidation. A lot of intimidation. Nothing ever happens. A lot of it's just intimidation. But you know, it's
I
not
ain't
worth
playing
it.
no mind games.
I'm not playing mind games with people. If you're gonna do it, do it. You know. But anyways, that's what it is. You know, if you're moving to rural Alabama, I'm gonna put a little warning in there that it can turn into a nightmare.
Yeah.
It can definitely turn into a nightmare. You might move next door to somebody, and that person may just be a piece of crap nobody, but his dad might be somebody important, you know, or his brother might be important, and you know, you'll find out. So with a warning, there's a reason Alabama's cheaper. You know, Franklin, Tennessee is beautiful in its country. A lot of people, oh, it's so expensive. I'm like, well, maybe there's a reason it's worth more money. You know, you get what you pay for. We live in the age of, what people don't understand is we live in the age of computers and technology. I can buy a house in a place I've never been to. In fact, people normally buy houses nowadays. People buy a house they've never seen through the internet. It's a normal thing. We're in the age of technology. Okay, we're in a different world now, so don't think you're gonna find a place that's affordable and it's cheap and nobody's discovered. No, dude, it's been discovered. When all the other investors passed on it, there's a reason why they passed on it. So don't ever think you found some great deal or something. You know, there's a reason it's cheaper. All right, guys, check it out from rural Alabama. And I would say this is one of my favorite rural parts of Alabama. Now we're within the New Hope city limits. And when it comes to Big Cove, the area we're in, I've had subscribers that have moved to that area, and so far they love it. So, you know, there's good areas and there's bad areas. Check it out.